So we're over here by West End on this side, and I saw this woman who was manifesting. She was twitching out. She has been on meth. She was on meth, and I thought she was the one I was supposed to talk to. And there was a guy sitting next to her that, as I approached them and said, "Hey, can I talk to you for just a moment?" And she didn't really respond, but he did, and he asked, "Well, what do you want to say?" And I said, "Well, let me tell you that we're Christians. You've probably heard it all, but I'm actually walking through here, and there's a weight on my heart for you and this immediate area. Would you let me be faithful to talk about what I believe and why this weight is there?" And he accepted it. He's like, "I love to talk about God." But as we sat and talked deeper, it was revealed that he, his quiet time, he does seek a quiet time, but it's only when he's feeling lonely and drawn, moving away from God, or there's hard times. And but I found out that he actually, the woman who is on meth, he met her years ago, paying her for services, and then fell in love. And as he stood, he started to grieve the actions he'd taken, but the actions that she enters into. So he plays music for her. He plays worship music sometimes. He reads to her. He just spends time around her, hoping that she doesn't want to go anywhere but just be with him. And actually what ends up happening is when he does this thing, she doesn't go out. She doesn't prostitute herself. She doesn't go seeking meth. She stays content when he's been faithful to just be present and to do those things. And so you see this example of God and us with him and her. And but I was able to speak to his heart and just draw him into this place of understanding that, I told him, I said, well, you only seek God when you're getting lonely, or you're feeling you're losing connection with him. I said, what if you were God? Or what if she was your bride? This person you're in love with, who's just going down this path, and she only comes to you when she's sad or when she's hit a hard time, and those moments of joy in her life you never get to see because she's only using you to get back to a place of peace, only using you for that. I said, how are you not harloting yourself out in that way for God? And he just broke. He didn't cry, but you could feel this sovereignty just weigh down on him, and it went deep. He understood. We were able to talk deep. He was coherent and clearly, it was sound of mind. It was great. But all of this, he understood the deepening of what God's asked of him, and he wants to surrender more. And we ended with that. He wants to go deeper with God. It was amazing.